Do you ever find when you're jamming on the guitar that you can end up just playing the same licks over and over again? One really good way to break out of that is to take a technique you already know and play it in a different way. Hi there, my name is Owen Vickers from Guitar Mastery Method, and we have trained tens of thousands of guitarists from all over the world, just like you, to make incredible progress in their guitar playing. What we're going to be doing in this video today is I'm going to be showing you a few ways of bending the guitar strings in slightly different ways that you may have already tried to give you some cool new and interesting sounds for your solo guitar playing. Bending the strings on the guitar is one of the most fundamental parts of lead guitar playing. Now, if you're unsure of the mechanics of bending, especially bending in tune, check out some of the other videos on the Guitar Mastery Method YouTube channel, which teach you how to bend the strings on the guitar. I'll put some links in the description below to take you straight to those videos. Alright, let's get into the first technique. This is a great way to add some excitement and aggression into your bending. What we're going to do is we're going to bend a note and we're going to pick it at different times along the bend, both up and down. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, here's a breakdown of what I played there. Now we're playing the 7th fret on the 3rd string, the G, and we're bending that up a whole step. So our target note, 9th fret. What we're going to do is we're going to bend that up a little bit slowly and just pick it along the way. Okay, now when you do this technique, you don't have to pick it the same way every time. There's a whole variety of ways you could do it. You could pick it just a couple of times. You could tremolo pick it, which is fast picking. Or as we did in the technique, we start off by bending it up slowly, letting it go for a little while, and then we come in with those extra picks. Let me just explain something that I'm doing with my pick there when I'm cutting these notes off as I'm picking them. When I want the note to stop ringing out, I just place my pick on the string, just like that. So it really cuts that note off when we're bending it. So let me just play the whole lick for you slowly. Okay, after we've bent that note up to pitch and we've picked it, we're going to release it back down. So release it back down, back to the 7th fret, and then play the 5th fret on the 3rd string, and put a little bit of vibrato on that. Vibrato being just a slight bending and releasing of the string. It's a great way to get more feeling into your notes. Just one more thing about the picking, that was all downstrokes I was doing with my pick there. It's just a really good way to chop into that string with the downstroke. Okay, the next technique we're going to look at is called a reverse bend, which is also known as a pre-bend. So instead of bending a note up, we're going to bend the string first, pick it, and then release the bend back down. Let me show you. So that sounds really cool by itself, but if we put that into a lick, we'll see just how effective it is. Alright, here's a breakdown of what we played there. We're starting off by pre-bending at the 15th fret on the 2nd string, B string. We're doing that with our 3rd, 2nd and 1st fingers. If you get the more fingers in there, it just makes the bending a little bit easier. So we pre-bend that note, pick it and release it back down. Then play the 12th fret on the B string with our 1st finger. and then 15th fret again on the B string with our third finger. We're then going to pick and bend up that note at the 15th fret. Let me just play those first 4 notes for you again. Okay, the second half of the lick, we're going to bend up at the 14th fret on the 3rd string, again using those 3 fingers just to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to pre-bend that, pick it, and release it back down. We then play the 12th fret on the 3rd string with our first finger, go down to the 4th string, the D string, pick that at the 12th, and then play the 14th on the D string. Put a little bit of vibrato on the end there. Let me play the whole lick for you slowly. Alright, our third and last technique for today is what I like to call the bend, slide, bend technique. Let me show you and then we'll break down what we're doing. Alright, let me play that again for you slowly and then I'll break down note for note what we did there. Alright, let's go through the notes we played there. We start off at the 7th fret on the 3rd string, the G, bending that up a whole step. Our target note. And then what we're going to do is we're going to release that bend down and immediately slide up to the 10th fret and bend up there. So, bend at the 7th. Release it back down and slide. So you might want to just practice that bit in isolation just to make sure you get the accuracy of hitting that 10th fret. So you see we're sliding that as soon as it gets back down to an unbent pitch. We're going straight up to the 10th fret and then we're going to go straight into a bend there without picking it. That's bending up to pitch the 12th fret. And then we're going to play the opposite. We're going to release that bend down, slide back down to the 7th, and bend it up a full step again. So we're just playing 2 bends there, but the way that we're getting between them with that slide really gives it a unique sound. Okay, so after that bend, slide, bend, we're going to throw on a little blues lick just to make it a bit more interesting. We're coming down to the 5th fret on 3rd string, 7th fret on 4th string, D string, 5th fret on 4th string, and 7th fret on the 4th string again. Now for those notes on the 4th string there, you might want to put a little bit of palm muting on. So just resting as part of our palm on the bridge of the guitar just to mute it slightly, but you still want it to sound out the notes. And a bit of vibrato on that last note, of course. The next part of the lick, we're going to do the same technique, that bend, slide, bend, but our second bend, we're going to bend it a bit further than the last time. So if we go to the 8th fret on the 2nd string, B string, we're going to bend that up a full step. So our target note, 10th fret. Okay, so that next bend, we're going to go up 1.5 steps, or 3 frets worth. So we're playing that at 10th fret of the 2nd string. The note we're trying to hit is that one at the 13th fret. So we're bending 8th fret, full step, sliding up straight into that note, not picking up, bending it up 1.5 steps. And then coming back the other way, releasing that bend down, sliding back down to the 8th fret and bending up a whole step again. Remember, we're not picking those notes in between. Let me play the whole lick for you slowly. Okay, well that's plenty to work on for today. I hope you really enjoyed looking at these bending techniques and you can incorporate them into your own solo playing. In the description box down below, I'm going to put a link to a guitar cheat sheet which is going to instantly show you how to solo in any key. This is going to really push your guitar and practice sessions to a new level really quickly. Also, if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel, you'll see all our upcoming lessons as they come out. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next lesson.